Hey guys, Princess Ricky here, and this is my Wrestlemania 35 reviews. I got a list of all the matches and what I thought as I was watching them, so let's get down to it. The first one, these aren't in order by the way. The first match was that I'm talking about is the Universal Championship, which is Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. The match was so boring. I mean, like the two only have like two moves between them that they use, like Roman Reigns' Superman punch and a spear, and Brock Lesnar Suplex City and an F5. So they just exchanged those like moves between each other for a good, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. Well, what it felt like an eternity. And in the end, Brock went over Reigns clean in the middle of the ring, which was surprising considering that he's meant to be going to UFC soon. So, kind of nice little swerve, I guess. It only gets weirder, trust me. And next one that I'm talking about is the WWE Championship. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. The match was slow-paced compared to like the expectation behind it. It didn't really seem to raise above much, really, like just a normal match. Those two could have made it a whole lot better if they tried, in my opinion. Like, they're really trained professionals, like, they just seem a bit meh, really. And in the end, Shinsuke Nakamura turned heel by hitting AJ Styles in the nuts after the match, aka a low blow, whilst trying to present him with the belt in a sign of which looked like respect until the low blow happens. Then it weren't very much respect, and then he beat AJ Styles on the outside of the ring, like kicking him, like a beat down. And then there was the John Cena versus The Undertaker match. John Cena was originally sitting in the crowd, and then the ref came over and was like, whisper, whisper, whisper. And then next thing you know, John does a nice sprint to the back. So we all presumed that like The Undertaker was there. John came out, and there was no Undertaker. Instead, some dickhead came out, and yeah, the crowd was not with it. Like, Vince genuinely made us all think that, like, Undertaker would never shown up. When the Undertaker eventually got in the ring, it was a squash match where he beat John Cena, like, within, like, a matter of minutes. But it would have been nicer to have a longer Undertaker match, but I get that they don't want to give him long matches now because of his age and his condition. But the squash match really doesn't seem to do him any justice. And, like, don't get me wrong, John Cena, he's fine with a squash match, but I just want to see more of The Undertaker, especially after thinking he had retired. It could have just, you know, like a few more extra minutes would have been nice. And then there was the mixed tag team match, which was Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. This match was fun. There was man on woman violence on both sides, which was a nice little, oh hello Attitude Era, how do you do? And in the end, Ronda and Kurt went over, which surprised me because I thought Triple H and Steph would go over, because obviously UFC taking WWE talent and saying that it's not real competition. I thought it would be a good FU to the company, but nope. And then there was a tag team match of Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Daniel Bryan got beat down before the match even started by Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, but yeah. It was just left Shane McMahon. Shane put up a good fight between the two of them until Daniel Bryan came back. Daniel Bryan then entered the ring and then started kicking ass, and he won, which is really nice, but it's just weird. Like, I don't get how they're going to take the Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens storyline now, because they were basically fighting for their careers back, and now they've lost it. So I don't know if they meant like careers on SmackDown Live, and it's them heading to Raw, and the draft is like happening, or Superstar Shake-Up, whatever the hell you want to call it. or if they're generally leaving WWE, which I doubt because kayfabe is a thing. But it's just, I think the writers have got themselves in a little corner there. But don't get me wrong, it's nice seeing Daniel Bryan have a win on his first cleared WrestleMania match. Well, first match in general since his retirement back 3 years ago. No, 2 years ago. His last WrestleMania match was 3 years ago. But yeah, that was a fun match. Every time Daniel takes a bump, I'm just like, oh, please be okay. Like, he just came back to us. Like, don't go back on the shelf. Like, us wrestling fans, we usually don't have nice things, and Daniel Bryan's a nice thing, and I don't want to lose that nice thing. And then there was the SmackDown Women's Championship, which was Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. Like, yes, Asuka had that winning streak, but that changed at WrestleMania, and Charlotte went over. I really think they could have done with giving Asuka the win to extend the non-losing streak further, like the Undertaker sort of thing, but no, that went. Overall, like, the match was good. It was like back and forth pinfalls, and like, to be fair, both women came out looking really strong, and then they had a nice little hug at the end and shown that they're all still nice and friendly. You know, nice family entertainment there, WWE. Be nice to people who tried to kick your ass. Great message. And yeah, and then there was the Raw Women's Championship, Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. Alexa Bliss had her accomplish, help her, who attacked Nia Jax before she got into the ring, and the match was really slow. Nia went over, which is kind of nice because Bliss has been like the champion since God knows how long now. It's nice to have some fresh new blood in there, and like new flesh to, you know, new flesh in matches. Instead of like Alexa Bliss versus Blur, Alexa Bliss versus Blur, you know. But yeah, no complaints there. The Intercontinental Championship match with The Miz versus Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. Finn Balor came out without wearing his demon attire, which obviously meant he wasn't winning, because he always wins as the demon. And Seth came out with like blue contacts in his eyes and done like a right Game of Thrones reference. Looked pretty cool, to be honest with you. No complaints. And The Miz came out with his usual gimmick, with some stupid sunglasses. In the end, Seth Rollins went over, which is good because obviously now it makes him like he's had every single belt in WWE, and he's the final member of the Shield to do so. Like, first it was Dean Ambrose, then Roman Reigns, and now Seth. So yeah, it's nice little crowd popping moment there. And then there was the United States Championship, which was Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Rusev.
I don't understand the laughter. No, the bird is not in my home. He was in my
The match was good. Just kind of felt like a space filler though in some areas, like, oh, we got some extra talent, just put them in a match, you know, keep everyone happy. But in the end, Jinder Mahal won, and yeah, if it's anything like his championship reign before, God help the United States Championship, the value on that belt is really decreasing. Yeah. Strange choice there, WWE. Strange choice. Then there was the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, which was the Usos versus the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. The New Day came out with people like dwarves dressed up as pancakes, and one of them tripped near the ring during the entrance and was a bit like, why? I thought WWE were past, like, going, oh, look at the little men, you know, the Hornswoggle days, but no, they still like parading little men, kind of like a step back into 2000s. It's not really, yeah, no. In the end, the Bludgeon Brothers went over,
You know what?
but
I think it's about
yeah,
time I
the
pick
match
a
was
movie
just
to
more
see.
weird than anything.
You picked plenty of
Like,
movies.
the entrance just
No,
kept people thinking
you
what the
always
fuck
pick,
is
and it was
happening
always the same.
throughout the
An
whole
hour and a half
thing.
of beach houses in the rain until the woman turns around
Yeah.
and realizes
Then there's the
love
Raw
was here
Tag Team
all
Championship,
along.
the VAR versus Strowman and the
That is
mystery
a great
partner.
movie, and it starts
This
in
is the
10
weirdest
minutes.
match on the card.
I hate
As soon as
those
this match
movies.
happened, all our
Yes, I
energy
do.
levels just went.
The only reason I went is because you wanted to see them and I
Basically,
wanted to
Braun
have sex.
Strowman's mystery opponent
To this
turned
day, I
out to
can't
be
see
a
a
little kid
Sandalwood
called
movie poster
Nicholas,
without getting
who
both
he found
bored
in the
and
crowds.
aroused.
And, well,
Okay, so
obviously,
while
you
we were
can't have a
going
little
out,
kid
how
in there
often would you
fighting
pretend
like
to
wrestlers.
things just to have sex
So
with
it
me?
ended up being Braun
All
Strowman
the
versus
time.
Sheamus and Cesaro, whilst Nicholas was standing on the ring apron.
I'd love to go shoe shopping with
And,
you.
like, he tagged in, but then
It's
Braun
great.
automatically
It's
tagged back
2 a.m.
out.
Of course
It just
I wanna go to
really made,
Koreatown
well,
and
it
sing
made
karaoke with
Braun
your
look
friends. Who
strong,
wouldn't?
but it made, like, him look stupid as
Okay, so
well.
we're going out.
And it
We're gonna
also
get
made
sex anyway.
Really?
Cesaro
You slept with me after a 3-hour documentary on
and that
dance?
look weak, being beat by Braun Strowman just by himself. And you know, when you're like a tag team, you could, like, obviously you got 2 different bodies fighting one person, but and they still managed to win by pinfall, which makes it even worse because usually, like, in tag team, another person could go and, like, break up the pin attempt, but Nicholas didn't do any of that, like when Braun got pinned. And yeah, it turns out that Nicholas is the son of one of WWE's refs, so I guess it's, like, possible he could go around with them for a little while. It's just interesting to see what's going to happen on Braun's next, like, championship defense or match in general, like who his partner's going to be, whether or not it'll be Nicholas again or not. Personally, I think it would have been better off going towards somebody in the back, like another talent, and, like, help raise him up to Braun's status, really. Like, Braun's like a monster, and obviously if someone's working with Braun, it could be like the Daniel Bryan and Kane effect when they were Team Hell No. It kind of helped lift Daniel Bryan up the card a little bit. I guess the same could have happened there, and it was a wasted opportunity. Then there was the Cruiserweight Championship, which was Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. Cedric Alexander won. There wasn't really much to the match, it was just basic. Could have been, like, more high movesets, but it was alright seeing when it was on the, like, kickoff show. But really could have been a lot better. Then there was the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, the men's one, and Matt Hardy won with the help of Bray Wyatt, but Bray came in when there was only, like, 2 or 3 people left in the ring, and all you know is, like, lights go out, and then there's Bray Wyatt standing in the ring, and he helps eliminate people. But when Matt won, people were a bit confused because we didn't know if, like, Bray had just automatically added himself into the Battle Royal and was going to turn on Matt, or, like, what was happening, because obviously he wasn't meant to be in the match. So yeah, kind of makes Hardy look weak, but I guess it could be someone he could tag with whilst Jeff's on the shelf, or, like, whatever's happening with Jeff at the minute. Or Brother Nero. Please come back as Brother Nero. And finally, there was the Women's Battle Royal. And basically, this was an interesting match. The final 2 people in the ring originally were Bayley and Sasha. Bayley finally tricked Sasha and eliminated her, and then Naomi decides to come back into the ring. Naomi eliminates Bayley in a surprise attack because we all thought she was already eliminated because, like, she hadn't been in the ring for a while. Kind of reminds us like the time Roman Reigns left the ring and then came back. But obviously it's Naomi, so none of us think like that about her. But yeah, overall WrestleMania was a fine match, but in all fairness, it's just a match that leaves you thinking a lot after, like, why WWE? Like, after the Raw Tag Team Championship defense match, WWE has increased in a new level of stupid. Like, congratulations, WWE. That took some doing. And it's going to take some beating. But, yeah. That's been WrestleMania 35. I'm Princess Ricky. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you liked videos, you can follow me on Twitter at princess_Ricky1. That's RICKI. And I'll be back to have another Royal Natter with you guys soon.